Hello, everybody, and it's been quite a while since you've heard Chromanson50's surprisingly sarcastic voice, but that is a different matter. Today, we are messing with the GMOD FOV. Now, on console, like I'm used to, you can't change your FOV, but on PC, anything is possible. So you can change your FOV by downloading a nifty little add-on called FOV Changer. Totally showed up on the screen, and in fact, I will. So let's just look through this. Go away, console. Here it is, FOV Changer, and it's a pretty slick mod, or add-on, whatever you prefer. It allows you to change your FOV. So hit the tilde key in your console, and then you go to change FOV, close console, and you can go from what is this zoomed in camera view to, oh my gosh, I am an interdimensional being of time and space. Look at my vortex. So yeah, if you want to feel like you're never moving at all while you're still moving, be sure to use this FOV. And if you want to know what stuff looks like, definitely use the one where you can actually see what you're looking at, albeit very zoomed in. So you can pretty much feel like you're breaking the land speed limit, or you're walking at a turtle's pace, whichever one you prefer. I myself prefer a pretty moderate FOV setting of around 125. I like this FOV, it's really fun. Wait, there we go, much better. It's really fun. It also allows you to see some stuff you really shouldn't. Like, let's go to slow motion mod. You see, this is one example. A lot of the ARM models do kind of glitch out a little bit. But okay, let's go to change FOV. That's not how you spell it, silly. Put this down to the default of 90. Now, I have an add-on called CSO/CF weapons. And this gun has a really, really cool reload. Like, watch this. This thing throws another mag. It looks cool. So you'll be shooting guys. You're not even concentrating on dodging. You're just concentrating on grabbing that magazine in midair. It's cool. However, it gets a little weird if you change your FOV to 125. Not only does it look like your arm is unnaturally long. We'll do it once. Looked kind of normal, right? Okay, so let's use the slow motion mod. And bear with me as I pull this out. Also, one of my arms is just a blob. Aren't I proud? So throw one, or shoot. Now, I take my ridiculously long arm, grab the magazine. Watch this, watch this. He's gonna drop it, right? No, just thinking levitates out of his hand. Look at this. It's gonna fall. Nope, it just uses the force, and it goes way back up. And then he's like, oh, there it is. This thing is magic. I better use it again. And he grabs it in midair and puts the same magazine back into the gun with his blob arm that isn't even connected to his body. So, yeah, that is probably the funniest thing I've seen all day. Just look at this. It was hard to see at first, but ever since then, it's just impossible to unsee it. It is just amazing. Although, some mods do kind of do want to just mess around with you a little bit. One of these mods. I'm trying to find it. I always forget which gun it is. But there's this very specific gun. I always forget which one it is. But apparently your arm is practically nothing. Also, your arm is practically nothing. Look here, and you'll see My arm is just a blob. So, today, which it's pretty late for an intro, I'm just going to go through some of the really funny things you can see with a ridiculous FOV like this. And it's worth it, because this is just so funny. I have like 15 minutes. Let's do this. So let's see. How do my fists look? Oh my gosh. What? Okay. The fist model is pretty ugly, but seriously, why are my arms not attached to my body? Or they are, but by this tiny little like string. Yeah, I don't want that. That's just no. Oh yeah, this was on the thumbnail for the add-on. In fact, apparently I am the strongest person in the world, completely and totally capable of one-handing something like the gravity. What? The phone is a physics object? Yeah, I thought it was just this thing. Oh well. But yeah, check me out. I'm not even using a dominant hand. No, I'm just holding on to it. Although I guess it did look a lot bigger in the games, but that's another story, which I do have a habit of saying. So, the med kit, pretty fine. Let's check out M9K, because M9K rocks. Well, somebody once told me that if you're going to shoot a Tommy gun gangsta style without aiming, one of your hands has to be a dismembered blob, because that's the only way to just swag it up. Oop. You see, ultimate gangstas who shoot their guns gangsta style detach one of their arms so they can freely aim it in any direction they want. It's absolutely brilliant. It also makes for a really cool highlight reel. But enough about M9K. Everyone loves M9K. Okay, what position is my arm in exactly? Because this looks rather uncomfortable. It looks kind of like it's protruding out of the front of my body. And I don't know too much, but I can only assume that that would hurt. Just saying, game. Just saying. Ah, yes. Look at this. Look at this. I love how you can see your arm when you change your FOV, but seriously, this just looks funny. You do not have your arm outstretched that much. Oh my gosh. Well, as it turns out, the shotgun has no stock. Yep, you heard me right. The shotgun has no stock. Oh yeah, another thing to mention. I am magic. You see, if you look beneath my gun, I store 2 bullets there. I don't keep them in my pocket or something where I wouldn't be able to get them. No, I shoot my gun, and then I magically transport both the bullets into my hand, and then teleport 2 more there. Did you believe it? I know, right? It's amazing. The next step. Where is it? There it is. I'm also magic. As you can see, I store my grenades underneath my gun. And the scariest part is, when I reload, I use the same shell. And I just stink and eject the one shell, put it back in. When I fire, it just comes out again. Like, in what realm of possibility does this make sense? None, I say. Also, my arms are blobs. Again. So, one that isn't really affected is this one. You just got the whole, you actually get to see the stock, which is awesome. So, this mod definitely, or add-on, gets the Chromanson 50 seal of approval for insane FOV adjustments. Even if my arm does kind of glitch out a little bit. But that's not the point here. The point is, what exactly am I doing with my arms? That is the real question. Another question is, why are my hands outstretched this much to hold a notebook? What the? Okay, okay, I can't move. Oh gosh. Oh, in hindsight, this was not the best idea, considering I'm the only one on the server. Save me! I died. I feel so ashamed. Let's see how. Well, sure, I played a lot of Black Ops 3 realistic mode. You know, in order to heal someone in. What? That's how we reload? Of course, gotta have a constantly outstretched hand ready to heal anyone or pet the floor, you know. Good floor, good floor. Of course, when I reload, tilt the gun sideways, and my magical hand, which can not only revive people, it refills my gun with bullets. So that's pretty cool. Same thing with this. What happens if I use... Oh. Sure, why not? Nothing else? Good. Oh. Now I only have one arm, and it's probably not even attached to my body. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I seriously can't tell. Oh. Well, that was rather interesting. Next step. Let's see. For science, what was that? What? My arm does a 360. What? I have to see this in slow-mo. Okay, watch this. I pull out the black kite. Look at my arm. Look at my arm. What is this? What is what? What is this? It does a 360. I've used this mod many times in this, and I've never noticed that. Oh my gosh, that is horrifying. Um, for science now, I have to see how many of the other guns do this. Nope. Nope. Come on. Better, but no. Well, blob hands are back. Is the same with all the pit? What? Excuse me, soldier. That's not how you hold a pistol. I think your arm is in a very uncomfortable situation. Just saying. What? How did that put a silencer on my gun? Yeah, I'm sorry, but your arm is gonna need some surgery after this. That's not good, man. Oh, finally, someone knows how to stink and hold a pistol. Okay, these are getting the seal of approval. Whoa, what? Well, this one, yet again, same problem and same silencer problems last time. It's not how you hold a pistol. Well, that's pretty good. LMG, anything? Well, if I was gonna hold an LMG, I just have a dismembered arm on it too. That would just make it 10 times, right? 10 times more terrifying. Because why not? Well, yeah, arm. Okay, let's see what else. This arm does not look fake, or the fact that it's not really attached to my body. Sure, sure, why not? Oh my gosh! Why am I holding my arms all the way up to my face? And I don't think you hold a gun when your arms are that stinking long. Just saying. Let's see, what else? Well, of course, I got my other hand in the very bottom corner, just kind of chilling out. Because, you know, we gotta be pro when we use the ray gun. You probably saw that Black Ops video, which maybe you didn't, so go watch it now. After this, actually. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's creating errors. Is it this mod or the other one? Let's see. Well, if you look at some of the stocks on these guns, they're pretty hilarious, all things considered. But let's see. Okay, this one checks out. Seems legit. Oh, odd the holes, but why not? Well, it appears that I'm psychic again. What? What happened? What was that? They didn't even go to the gun. Okay, wait. So I pull out the gun, right? I have the bullets just kind of floating there, because, reasons. Shoot the gun once. It chambers another bullet. Now watch this. Look at the bullets in the corner. Look, what? Like, for a second, they just kind of... What are they doing? Just floating in the corner, and they do absolutely nothing. And then, what? He goes and grabs them? The only way to solve this is with more FOV. Please, more motion blur. My eyes are hardly bleeding. Okay, this seems pretty... Oh, gosh, what is this? What is this FOV? Ugh. Okay. Okay, motion blur. As said, don't watch this if you have any sort of motion sickness. So, I just have the bullets floating there. I shoot the gun, right? So, I go to reload, and look carefully. The bullets just kind of float down, because, I'm telekinetic, and I can just store my bullets where I need them. And then I go down and grab them from midair, and I just kind of shove them into the gun. And then just one bullet is hanging off to the side. And then they just appear, because I'm Houdini. And I can just make stuff magically appear. Sure, I can believe this game. Stuff. Set this back to a bearable 125. Is the shotgun the same way? Well, I don't suggest having a blobby hand put shells in for you, but if you're seriously that lazy, why not, right? It's a bird. Let's see. I see this still is fine. Camera probably wouldn't have anything different. Ooh. Well, other than holding my hand up to my face like I'm, I don't know, cold, or putting my hand up to my face, I'm just one-handing this, and then... What? Does this gun not even shoot? Am I just holding a bullet in my hand? Every time I shoot, I just throw a bullet in the general direction of the shot? So that's why guns aren't pinpoint accurate. I'm not sure. Look at this thing can handle this gun. It's like 20 times bigger than the rest. Look at that thing. What? Like, yeah, I think maybe it's just distortion, but seriously, it looks like it gets wider when... I don't know. Well, if there's one thing that's important in this life, it's 20-foot long guns. Because apparently everyone in the GMOD verse has 20 feet arms. So yeah, this makes sense. But no, they can shrink just like your arms. I'm not sure if that's perspective, but who cares, right? Plasma gun. Apparently the stock on this thing is also 40 million feet behind the actual gun. I don't think that's how you hold a rocket launcher. You hold it over your shoulder. You don't hold it in one hand. I know you're trying to be boss, but... Oh my gosh, that froze for a second. Hey, there's still rockets in that thing. Why'd I have to reload? Let's see how the shotgun looks. Okay, just like everything else, it's 20 feet long. They should not call this game GMOD. They should call all the models are 20 feet long. And I'm not sure, but there's like this weird like little flesh chunk or something that comes in the corner of your screen if you look. It's a shell. Let's find out. This is gonna be great. Watch. So I shoot once. Let's make it appear like 3 times just to be safe. Slow mo. So slow. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Just notice how much my hand contracts when I thinking pump the shotgun. Okay, now watch. Watch. Look in the corner, and you'll see this like little red thing just fly. What was that? Was that the shell? Yeah, it's just the same shell drops off, comes back in for okay. You see it? There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, wrong button. On. Okay, so there's clearly so much more fun to be had with crazy FOV settings, but I only can make 20-minute videos, or else all the internet in my house will be slowed down until the next season of Rick and Morty comes out. And we know that's not happening for a while. I totally should have said Half-Life 3, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, everyone, that was crazy FOV with stinking sarcastic Manson 50. And yeah, that was my video. Give me likes and subscriptions, please. Clocks, blah, 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 blah. Goodbye until some, I don't know, week.